All right, so we're going to talk about American-made cars, purely American-made vehicles. And so in this situation, we're talking about like Chevy, GMC, Cadillac, Jeep, Ford. I guess you can make the argument of Mazda. What else is there? There's, I already mentioned Cadillac, GM, da, 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 da. Well, anyway, we'll get into a few of them here. And so American cars, in my opinion, and we've been seeing, like, been kind of called out on the comments and on the messages and stuff here that we don't talk a lot about American-made cars. And which is kind of surprising to me. So I appreciate you guys holding us accountable behind it. But the one thing I'm going to say about any American-made car, and I'm going to particularly go in on Ford for a minute here because I really don't talk about Ford ever, is because I like reliability. I like things that are going to be there long term. And nothing against Ford. I'm not saying that Fords are non-reliable cars, but what I am going to say is that Fords are built different than what they were 20 years ago. And I believe strongly that Ford has made conscious decisions when it comes to their engineering, that their vehicles are not as reliable as they used to be. You know, when you look at American cars in particular, because like Japanese cars, like we got a Toyota 4Runner behind me, right? Like that car's got 300,000 miles on it. Like those cars go on forever. American cars tend to not go that long, or you know, people tend to not to repair them in particularly. And so in my opinion, and particularly Fords, and it's not that we're seeing that people are not keeping them, it's just people are choosing to not keep their Fords as long as they used to because they tend to break down significantly between the 120 and 175,000 mile mark. I bet if we took averages as far as like the average mileage on a vehicle and we put Ford versus like a Chevy, for example, we're going to see way more Chevys with higher mileage on the road than what we will Fords because people are giving up on their Fords a little bit earlier than what they used to. It is super rare to see a Ford now, especially in a shop of this size, with over 250,000 miles. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not, right? We get them, we still see them, but I would say the frequency level of seeing a Chevy with over 250,000 miles versus a Ford with 250,000 miles are going to be major difference. And so to me, what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to rank what I feel like is like the most reliable vehicles that are American made. And so to me, like the number one most reliable American vehicle that you can possibly get is anything that's GMC. So GMC Acadia, GMC Denali's, their Yukons. I think GMC is like one of the best products you can get. GMC is that luxury aspect to Chevy, right? And so they're great vehicles, super reliable, great chassis, great suspension, great engines. I'm a big fan of GMC.